And today, we were discussing this today, but this week has been a really interesting one in terms of where gaming goes next, because Nvidia, of course, the leader when it comes to all sort of graphical chips, has brought out what they are calling this complete revolution in the graphics space.
Yeah, I mean, this card looks amazing. They announced it. It's 6 times better than the current GTX 1080 Ti's. But the real changer here is the ray tracing, which is all to do with lighting.
We should probably say this is called the GeForce RTX 2000. Is that
GeForce?
Remember that?
GeForce RTX 2000 series. Mm-hmm. So there'll be 2070, a 2080, and a 2080 Ti off the top of my head. The Ti being the top of the range. They're priced fairly reasonably. They're about the same cost as what the current top of the line GPUs are now. If you're going out and buy a 1080 now, it costs around about what they're selling for pre-order now on their website. But the real change is how it handles lighting, and that's going to be the best thing for game developers. Is now that when they develop a game, they won't necessarily have to code in or develop lighting effects. This card will do it all in real time for them.
And the little clips that they showed during their press conference, which, by the way, went for an eternity. It was 2 hours to announce a chip. Really.
And when you're holding the square, there's 2 fans on it.
It's not impressive, mate. It's not impressive in the hand. We want to see what it does. I mean, that real-time ray tracing does look phenomenal. The one that stands out to me is when they had a car just positioned there and they had all these coloured lights sort of whizzing past it, and you just saw it reflecting off not only the bonnet but the windshield and the seat and all the... It's incredible. You don't really think about the amount of detail that comes in building a photorealistic image, but this is seemingly the way that we're going to do it, and it's all built into this card. So, I mean, as you said, it's about, what, $1,200?
$1,200 US. Which is that's reasonably priced. That's the top of the line. The top of the line.
And from understanding, can anyone with a computer just basically open it up, pull out their old graphics card, and plug this one in? Is that?
Yeah, I mean the ray tracing won't work though on games that aren't developed for it.
Okay.
So it'll just run them, but it will still run them.
Speaking of, though, in terms of games, because Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Metro Exodus, and Battlefield 5 are probably the 3 big names out of the 10 or so games that have already been announced to support this brand new system.
Yep.
I mean, I've seen a bit of how they run, and at least to me, when I was watching the Metro Exodus stuff, it actually looked quite dark.
It did look dark, didn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe we
just turn up the brightness on your screen.
I mean, Metro is sort of a darker game. I mean, I play a lot of Escape from Tarkov. That's the same. It's if you go into a room, it is a lot of glare and the room is pitch black. So I think that's the sort of design that they're after. Whereas the bit I saw with Tomb Raider just looked amazing, like in the jungle and the light coming through. It looked absolutely amazing.
Well, weren't you saying that no matter which way a leaf is, it'll refract the light?
It will do it. The card will do it all in real time, I believe. So wherever the light source is coming from.
And by the way, to do this, they've got a top. It's called a Turing design. This is the chip that's inside it that's making this all sing. That has 18.6 billion transistors and measures on a 754 millimeter. So what's that, like 7.54 centimeters?
Yeah, it's tiny. Like that's some nanotechnology, isn't it? That's ridiculous.
Oh my God, I love it. I mean, I don't really understand it at all. I don't know how you fit 18 billion anything into that, but geez, that it just boggles your mind to think about where we are at the moment. And they said that we're 10 years ahead, which is crazy.
So where are we going to be in 10 years?
Well, yeah. I mean, and also this is great for the PC guys, because this looks like they're going to start shipping these around about the 20th of September.
Yep.
So which is fairly soon. And the PC guys are going to... the pre-orders are going to sell out for this sort of stuff.
Well, they've already limited the amount that you can...
2 per person. So they're already worried about it selling out.
Yep.
But the PC guys are going to be all over this. And then the consoles the new consoles that are going to come out will be all over as well. But,
well, that's what I wanted to ask. Do you think it's actually going to be in the next Xbox, in the next PlayStation?
Well, it has to be now. They've announced it. It has to be. If they're not, it'll be a massive disappointment.
What would that price the console at though? Like, no one wants to pay over $1,000 for a console.
No, it didn't work for the PlayStation 3. I don't know if it's going to work.
Yeah, not even close to $1,000.
So I don't think it'll be the same, or maybe it's a variation. But I don't know.
I think the game developers out there must just be, clapping their hands, like applauding Nvidia for this, because they're just going to love it, aren't they?
They should. They
Yeah.
should. And one of the games that it is going to release or have support for very, very early on is Battlefield 5. Now, coming out of E3, I wouldn't say that I was overly excited for Battlefield 5, although